Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is now the only member of Congress who has addressed the sexual assault allegations against Joe Biden. These allegations were brought forth by a former Senate staffer of his. Her name is Tara Reade, and we've covered her story pretty extensively. So she was working for him in Delaware, and no one in Congress has addressed it until someone finally asked Representative Ocasio-Cortez about it during an online conversation with The Wing. It's a networking and community space for women. So the questioner, according to CBS News, opposes President Trump's reelection, but also really resents the fact that the other choice is someone who has a really long history of being creepy to women. And AOC responded with the type of response that I really do respect. She said this: "What you're voicing is so legitimate and real. That's why I find this kind of silencing of all dissent to be a form of gaslighting. I think it's legitimate to talk about these things. And if we again want to have integrity, we can't say, both believe women, support all this until it inconveniences you, until it inconveniences us." A lot of us are survivors, and it's really, really hard and uncomfortable. Not discussing allegations is the exact opposite of integrity, the Congresswoman said, adding that it's not okay to prioritize beating Trump over discussing sensitive Me Too issues like these because they are very legitimate things. And Tara Reade did see the statements and was happy to find that finally someone in Congress addressed them. And so she said to CBS News, "I'm very humbled and honored because she is literally the only politician that has spoken up on my behalf." So I think that AOC is absolutely right. We need to have integrity, and we can't treat these claims differently based on what's convenient for us.
Yeah, 100%. And what's interesting is that she's not in Democratic leadership. They're probably going to try to keep her out of it for as long as possible. And yet, despite not having the title, she is a leader on this. Bringing environmental protesters into the halls of Congress to start a movement for a Green New Deal, like consistently on the most important issues. She speaks out passionately, intelligently, and without requiring a crowd behind her to do what she thinks is right. It doesn't mean that she's perfect. No one is, but she is consistently on the right side of these issues. She's consistent and honest, and I appreciate her. Hopefully, for some of the politicians who aren't as comfortable as her to come out and talk about this sort of thing, these sorts of issues, without knowing that it's safe to do that, maybe now with her being out there, others will follow. We'll see. Hopefully, over the next week, maybe others will start to speak out about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a disturbing experience to see just how differently Tara Reade has been treated by the very people who took Dr. Christine Blasey Ford's allegations seriously. I took those allegations seriously. I take Tara Reade's allegations seriously because for me, sexual assault is not something that I care about based on political factors. It's something that's serious and should be addressed. And I'm glad that AOC did address it in the way that she did. That integrity and that consistency is so critical. And, I'm just disturbed at the silence from people like Elizabeth Warren, for instance, who wrote a super lengthy piece in the New York Times about Brett Kavanaugh, but has not addressed Tara Reade's accusations. And she endorsed Biden today. And I would love to hear what she has to say about these allegations.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.